GM everyone. Welcome to Hotcoin X Space. We had some tech issues with X. Hope is good now. Hi, Alex. Let's check your mic. My mic. Do you hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Awesome. Cool. I hear you good as well. All right. So let's kick off. We went with this small delay. Welcome everyone again. Super excited to have you all here. I'm Svetlana, Crows and Listen Manager, Hotcoin, and today is our Alpha Radar session where we spotlight top tier projects building the future of Web3. And following our recent campaign with ZetaChain, which is still active, so you can participate. I also shared this link here. We are hosting this X Space with incredible speaker Alex Kim, ecosystem lead in ZetaChain and also CMO at ZUNO Dex. So I hope Alex will share today what they are building. How these projects are different from other blockchains, dexes. So grab your coffee, stay till the end because it's time for real alpha. All right. So, Alex, thank you so much for joining us today. It's pleasure to see you again. So could you please shortly introduce yourself? Also, maybe a little bit about Zeta Chain as well for those who are new here. And after we will dive into Zuno Dex, which is like the core topic today.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi everyone. My name is Alex, CMO here at ZUNO. Previous to my role here, I was in Web3 for about close to 9 years now. I started off just trading and then just joined a couple startups, some that did well, some that didn't. Made my way over to Binance, where I was there for 2 years. I was across Binance Research and BNB Chain as well, just focusing on infrastructure and social verticals for us. Following Binance, I was contracted by several DeFi protocols, mostly automated liquidity managers, where I was focused on increasing TVL as well as focusing on partnerships with different DeFi protocols as well. Following that, I'm here now. Yeah. So ZetaChain is like a universal blockchain where a user can just connect their Bitcoin wallet, they can connect their Solana, Ton, Sui wallets, and they can use their applications on ZetaChain as is. For developers, you only deploy one set of smart contracts on ZetaChain. So essentially, all your apps are living on ZetaChain, but anyone from any chain can use your apps using any gas assets or stable coins as well. The benefit to even our experience when we were developing Zuno is if we were to do like a multi-chain approach where we integrate Binance first and then we integrate Avalanche or Ethereum next, we would have to source liquidity for all each of those different chains just out of the box. So it's even more difficult for us to get the liquidity. But with ZetaChain, our developer experience has been really simple. We just deployed on ZetaChain, and if you go on our zunodex.xyz, our users can connect their EVM wallets, Bitcoin wallets, as well as their Solana wallets right now and trade their assets as is from one chain to another without wrapping or bridging. And all this can only be done by ZetaChain. We only have one set of liquidity pools that lives on ZetaChain, and we can do cross-chain transactions across all of our connected chains without wrapping or bridging, all thanks to ZetaChain.
Yeah, awesome. Great. So Zuna is kind of real world use case live on Zeta that demonstrate the Zeta chain interoperability. Awesome. So could you also please share a bit more about Zuna? Um, how it like stand apart from other dexes in other ecosystems?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a very straightforward answer. If you go on dexes on other ecosystems, let's say like QuickSwap on Polygon or Arbitrum, you can only swap between assets on that ecosystem. Even on PancakeSwap, you can only trade BNB assets, right? So the benefit to Zuno is that we can do cross-chain swaps between any chain. If you go on our website right now, you can connect your Bitcoin wallet and you can swap your Bitcoin to any asset on Solana. You can swap your Bitcoin to USDC on ETH, or I don't know, whatever chain that we're connected to as well, in one click. There's no wrapping, there's no bridging, and you can swap your, I don't know, Solana asset back into native Bitcoin as well. And this is not some fake wrap Bitcoin on Bitcoin layer twos. This is real native Bitcoin that you have to download a Bitcoin wallet for.
Oh, awesome. So, by the way, why like Zuno is one of the first dexes who made it like possible? Is there any technical issues still in the space, or it's like Zeta chain infrastructure allow this?
Yeah, so actually, I think contradictory to that statement, we were actually not the first to do this. However, there's only a very small handful of people who are doing this. There's StoreSwap and then there's Chainflip as well, who's enabling this. However, there's limitations to the protocol and architecture. Hence, why what you'll see on maybe Chainflip is that you can only swap between a certain number of assets. In some cases, only between one or two assets. Um, and there's very limited chain availability as well. What ZetaChain allowed us to do is we were able to deploy on ZetaChain, and for all the chains that they were connected to, we can facilitate swaps, not just between native Solana and native USDC on Solana, but I don't know if I wanted to trade Dogecoin from Ethereum over to, I don't know, some Solana meme coin, I could do it in one single click without wrapping or bridging. Or even on the Bitcoin side, most bridges currently don't offer native Bitcoin support as well. But I can actually swap my native Bitcoin over to Pepe or Doge on Ethereum in a single click transaction. We offer more assets and we offer more chain availability than some of our competitors right now.
Cool. Yeah, sounds really great. Looks like it will really attract more and more liquidity to Zuna and Zeta chain as well. So yeah, looks like Zuna is really great, great project. So Alex, maybe you as CMO at Zuna also could share some insights from upcoming roadmap, maybe what is your priorities right now at Zuna?
Absolutely. Some of our priorities at Zuno right now is making sure that we did a soft launch a week ago, but we're trying to make sure that we're listening to our users and we're doing all the testing. We did a soft launch for a small group of users right now, so all their feedback has been incredible. Before we do a wider push for everyone, we want to make sure that our users are sticky and they continue to come back to Zuno. A lot of that has to do with the strong UI UX that we offer to our users, as well as the ability to do these swaps between Bitcoin and somewhere else. So we want to make sure that all the product side is ready first, is in its best position as possible, and then be able to do a wider push to everyone. Besides that, there are a couple different opportunities as well. We can tap into other ecosystems like BNB Chain or Sui or Ton, and we can do some campaigns with them as well. For DEXs, the most important metric, at least, is the number of volume and swap count transactions that happen for us. Those are our two main KPIs, right? So we can't just market little monkeys or little meme monkeys or try to play around with language quite a bit. Our main KPIs is how do we increase the protocol usage or the dApp usage. So we want to partner with as many ecosystems as possible, partner with as many projects on ZetaChain's ecosystem as possible as well, and making sure that everything is using the DEX for the entire chain.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. By the way, I'm really curious since there is so much interest to Bitcoin from institutional side. So, do you already see maybe some institutional players using your products for like very big transactions? You know, for very secure and big transactions like. In Bitcoin ecosystem? Just really curious.
Yeah, so again, this was soft launch just a week ago, so we haven't done a main push, as I said. But we have enough, more than enough liquidity actually to support high value transactions. What's more important for us is that even though we're getting these users who can transact $500 or $1,000 pretty easily, we also want to make sure that we're targeting users who are able to do transactions in size. So we're going to start off with our base liquidity pools, and we're going to plan on expanding that as well. But right now, you could do a $20,000 swap between different stable coins from one to another without only incurring about 0.02% in slippage. So the user at the end is going to get about $19,998 at the end of it. Or depending on the arbitrage opportunities or the balancing of the pools, a user can potentially get just a little more as well, from one stable coin transfer from one chain to another.
All right, cool. Got it. By the way, since like there is also the market is growing, do you see like that liquidity is also increasing, trading volume increasing? So how do you see like some more higher metrics right now in DeFi on Zeta Chain?
Yeah, I think every chain has it right now. I think with the markets doing well, I think that's a pretty easy thing to see. Trading volume is up, not just for Zeta Chain, but also for the other ecosystems and other chains as well. The DEX trading volume is definitely going up. There's a lot more protocol usage. Yeah, I think that has to do a lot with how the markets are going right now.
Yeah, there is true. All right, cool. Maybe there is also some insights about Zuno token TG because like we have community of traders. It definitely like very interesting always.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think the traders on Zuno are pretty good as well. I don't like to speculate or talk too much about trading or traders or anything, but yeah, the Zuno product is good. Our North Star metric is trading volume and soft count. Yeah, that's what we're working towards.
All right, cool. So, what from your perspective, like the next big thing in DeFi, indexes, maybe all players, even maybe CeFi or decentralized exchanges, maybe should pay attention a lot on some new technologies. So, just curious, maybe to learn more insights from Zuna approach.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be learned. I think there's a lot of stablecoin transfers happening now. I think that's pretty much a given. I think a lot of it is going to come to the US, to be honest. I think in the future, a lot of the crypto companies are all going to come to the US. This is where all the liquidity is. And I think a lot of that starts off with stablecoins. So we're seeing a lot of stablecoins or newly created stablecoins using US treasuries and stuff. So I would look out for stablecoin movements across different chains. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I really agree. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Also, maybe, Alex, could you maybe share some updates from Zeta Chain ecosystem because we also hosting Zeta giveaway on Hotcoin, and I'm really sure that every trader should participate. So maybe you could also share some insights or updates from Zeta Chain.
yeah, yeah. I'll share some things about ZetaChain as well. We have Tong coming up as well. Sui is pretty much integrated as well. Yeah, and then we have a number of different ecosystem apps that we're also incubating and working on as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, very straightforward, but very insightful and valuable. Yeah, thank you so much, Alex. So, yeah, if you maybe have anything else to share, would love to listen more insight from you. Otherwise, we can keep this M&A very short, but I'm sure very valuable for our listeners today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think just one thing to keep in mind with Zuno is just keep on looking at our Twitter page. Zuno is pretty important for us, and this is a big team. It's pretty exciting for us. I think a little alpha is that the Zuno team is built by Dodo Exchange as well. Dodo Exchange was the second largest DEX on BNB chain last cycle, and they did over 3 billion in trading volume. So this is the same team behind Dodo Exchange, and I'll be joining Zuno as well. And we're very excited for this launch and bringing something to market that we haven't, or most people haven't seen before as well, in a very friendly user UI UX.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, sounds really great. Yeah, the team is like very important. Every VC funds also evaluate team first of all. So, great to hear this. All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It was Alex from ZUNO and ZetaChain. Hope you enjoyed this X Space. So hope to that next X Space we will also dedicate to ZetaChain ecosystem new project. Also, I'm sure that we can provide the great giveaway next time. So yeah, wish you everyone big moves ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Bye bye.